Okay, so today we're talking to Janet Pattison, who is a health coach and a traditional, is it neuropath or naturopath?
Naturopath.
Naturopath. So, and she's going to give us some tips and ideas on how to stay healthy on vacation. So, welcome, Janet.
Hello.
And then tell us a little bit about how and why you got started becoming a health coach and a traditional naturopath. And what does that
Um,
mean?
so I started in 2012. I was just interested in learning to eat healthier, improve my diet, and I was taking medications at that time, and my mom was taking a lot of medications. So I wanted to see, if healthy eating would help that. So I took a year-long online course and learned a lot about nutrition, balancing your life, as well as supplements and how they work. And they also taught you how to become a health coach so you could teach other people. So I took that course, and then I wanted to learn more, especially when it came to herbs and natural remedies. And that's why I took a traditional naturopath course, which I did just last year in Ocean Springs, Mississippi. And that was a regular in-person course, but it was a year long, and I really got to dig deep in those areas.
Excellent, excellent. So, what do you believe is the number one way to stay healthy on vacation? I mean, there's lots of different things you can do, but what do you think is the number one thing we should focus on?
The big thing to focus on really is to be mindful and to listen to your body. So you might be in a very stressful type of a job situation and you're taking a break on vacation. So then, slowing down, not going crazy, those are the things you want to do while you're on vacation. But you might be, kind of more of a low key type person and you're looking for a little excitement on your vacation, in which case, those are the things you're going to probably pursue. But it's just being mindful and keeping that balance while you're on vacation.
Excellent. I like that, being mindful, being aware of your environment. I like that. So, how important is exercise while on vacation?
Well, that will depend on your exercise before your vacation. So, some people are looking to start an exercise program or become more fit while they're on vacation, in which case I recommend start slow, especially if you have a sedentary lifestyle. Otherwise, you can very easily injure yourself, pull something or get a stress fracture while you're on vacation, and then you get really laid up.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
just pacing yourself and start with something slow like increasing your walking, doing yoga, doing stretch are all really good things for exercise. Sometimes you might be an athlete and you want to just maintain what you're doing, in which case you want to find, if you're used to running 3 miles a day, find opportunities to do your running and keep the level that you're doing. Other people may be training and close to the point of overtraining, in which case vacation is a time where they want to relax. Don't do anything. That's the time for your body to heal from the strenuous, marathon you just did, for example,
Hmm.
and you don't have another run up for another month or so. This is a great time to relax, just do maybe again yoga, stretching, or not do anything and just have a chance to sleep and let your body heal.
That's true. I don't think that we get enough sleep here in America. At least sleep seems to be something that everybody is lacking. But I really like the idea that you said to take it slow, because sometimes when you get into the cruise ships or the all-inclusive resorts and you see these fantastic fitness centers and you just want to go and try them all, and so I really like that you said be careful of the injury. You don't want that to happen. So.
Right.
And so you alluded to the idea of downtime, of being not taking it too far. So how important is downtime to your vacation and your stress management?
It's very important, especially if you have a more of a stressful lifestyle. Stress is the leading factor in your body not being able to fight off diseases, and they're going back to the part even with people with cancer, that a lot of it is stress induced.
Mm.
So having outlets and keeping yourself stress free during every day is very important, but especially when you're on vacation. You want to do activities that will not stress you out.
Right, right. That's true. Okay, so let's talk about a little bit of vitamins and supplements and probiotics. And sometimes people take those, sometimes they don't. What are your thoughts on taking those while on vacation? Do they help? Are they important?
Yeah, especially if you are taking vitamins and supplements now, don't leave them at home. Take what you need and bring them with you on vacation, definitely. Because all those things are adding to your health of your cells, the health of your body, your ability to process your foods correctly, and you getting the vitamins and minerals you need for your organs to operate correctly as well. So continue whatever that you started on. Now, some people may not have a routine or regimen with supplements, vitamins, or probiotics, in which case this is a great time to start. Having, something as easy as Emergency. Emergency is a brand of a supplement, really, and it has the vitamins and minerals you need and extra vitamin C, which is the C in Emergency. And what that does is it helps boost your immune system. So definitely taking those before your trip and during your trip, and then continuing after your trip too, will help you. It won't prevent you from catching anything, but you will definitely recover so much quicker if you're taking it.
And is that because your body has that boosted immunity to it because you've taken it a couple of days before, or do you just recommend to just take it with you? And is that why it has
Yeah, I
the?
would even, if you're not taking it now, I would start a couple days before, because then your body will start being able to build up its immunity. So that way it might even ward off some of the bugs, because you're going to be exposed to bacterias and other bugs that you're just not normally exposed to in your where you live or where you work. And so your bodies won't be ready to fight that stuff off. But if it has a strong immune system, then when it encounters those things, it'll be able to either ward them off, or if they're not able to ward them off, able to fight them off a lot quicker.
Okay. Good, good. So we kind of talked a little bit about probiotics, but can you go a little bit more into detail? Are they important? Should you take them before, during vacation, or is it just something not to mess with?
I think probiotics are really essential in a healthy, happy gut. So if you're not taking probiotics now or eating fermented foods are just natural probiotics. So if you're not doing that now, definitely get started and then continue while you're on vacation. My favorite brand is the Shaklee one, and they have like the little pearl-sized probiotics. They're really easy to swallow when you take it. But the best ones to take are the ones you are actually going to take. So
Right.
if you don't like the
That's
pearl
true.
size, get the capsules. If you don't like the capsules, you can get a powder. They also have a liquid version. There's all these different types of ways you can get it. Some people don't like to take supplements at all, in which case, eat the foods. So that's eating yogurt. If you can't eat dairy, there's also like coconut yogurt, almond yogurt as alternatives. Eating sauerkraut, eating
Mm.
other fermented vegetables like kimchi, and is a Korean fermented vegetable. Natto is a Japanese fermented vegetable made out of fermented soybeans. Miso soup is
Oh,
also miso is fermented. So there's different ways you can get the probiotics in your body, have a healthy gut, so that way when you eat things, especially different foods you're not
right.
used to, you're able to digest and handle them a lot better.
And those are a lot of really good options to get the fermented foods in your body. I mean, I love miso soup, and I'm sure people out there love sauerkraut and some of the yogurts too. So those are really good options. So besides exercising, what are some recommendations from you to attempt to maintain your weight while on vacation. And of course, sometimes we get the mentality that I'm on vacation, I'm going to overindulge, and I'll deal with it after vacation. But if you really are wanting to try and maintain a healthy weight during vacation, what would you recommend? What are some top tips that you might suggest?
Well, the big thing is, I know when you're on vacation, you want to be mindless, but the best thing you can do is be mindful when you're on vacation. So it's paying attention to what you're putting into your body. It's paying attention to the activities that you're doing, and really listening to your body. So if you need more exercise, then go out and do it, but do it in moderation. So increase your walking, add a little excursion where you're going to do more walking, for example, would be great. That'll help your body metabolize your foods. Now, to keep the weight off, though, usually the reason why you put on the 5 pounds or 10 pounds on vacation is because you overeat, and you overeat foods that encourage fat. So that means you're over drinking those mixed drinks with high sugar in them, whether it's your pina coladas or, those fun drinks like that. If you drink one a day, just think about the sugar that you're putting into your body.
Yeah.
You're putting in a cup of sugar a day. It's like you wouldn't normally
Wow.
do that. Here's a cup of sugar to eat. But when you're drinking all those fruity drinks, that's what you're doing. And if you might be overindulging, you're eating all the different desserts because you don't get to eat those desserts. So I'm going to have the cheesecake and the chocolate cake and the lava cake tonight.
Right.
All the day. Unless you're an athlete and you're going to go work out for 3 hours afterwards, all that gets turned to fat and stored in your fat cells when you go to sleep. And then you get back from vacation, you're like, I just gained 5-10 pounds. And that's why. If you're going to overindulge in the vegetables. People don't do that. But that's actually the best thing to feed your body, because you're getting the nutrients, the vitamins you need through the vegetables. You fill up quick with a vegetable, but then you get hungry quick too, as your body metabolizes it quickly. And you don't have to worry about it getting stored as fat as well. So,
that's true.
Just go easy, pace yourself on your desserts, or choose one special dessert that you're going to eat while you're on vacation, and don't overindulge in having every single dessert while you're out there.
Yeah, those are really good tips. A couple of things I like to mention to folks is that to stick with your 3 main meals, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and to stay out of the buffet if you know that is something that's going to be a trigger for you, because sometimes you'll see people that they're just in and out of the buffet. And so stick with those 3 meals and walk the buffet and see what's available, and then take your plate and sit in the patio that's out by the pool deck and just get away from that if that is something that triggers you for foods. But okay, great. So curbing the food, and then if you do indulge, then to exercise a little bit more, maybe take that walk or do that excursion that has a little bit more exercise. And so let's talk a little bit, if you don't mind, about stress on vacation. And I'm mostly talking about things like the things that I specialize in, which is, cruises, all-inclusives, Disney, that kind of thing. So what are some of the stress relievers you can do while you're on vacation? You mentioned yoga. So you mentioned that. What are a couple other items that you might be able to do?
There's usually like those all-inclusives, and the cruises will have different activities that you can sign up for, like stretching and yoga. But sometimes you have to pay extra as well. You could do simple things like taking that walk around the deck, walk the promenade each morning. Just take a 1 lap around the ship, and that'll get you started for the day. Catching those moments, like if you're a morning person, going out and catch the sunrise, or if you're an evening person, catching that sunset. All of those things we forget are triggers in nature to help us with our daily time clocks. So catching a sunrise will get our body more alert. catching the sunset will help us wind down in the evening. So if that's what you're looking for, that's definitely what you want to be able to do while you're on vacation. And walking is always wonderful and the best thing. Actually, read a study how if you walk at least 4,000 steps, that really helps your brain function, as well as your body's
Oh,
function. So, if you need a goal, make sure you're getting 4,000 steps a day at a minimum, even while you're
oh,
on vacation. 10,000 steps is a great goal to shoot for, but if
yeah.
you're a sedentary person, and people always ask, what's the minimum? 4,000 steps is definitely the minimum that you want to do.
And sometimes that's easy on a cruise ship because if you take the stairs, you're getting in a lot of steps, and if your room is far away from, the pool deck, then you're getting some steps in trying to get there. Same thing with, an all-inclusive resort or even Disney. Oh my goodness, you're getting in a ton of steps when you go to Disney World or Universal. So, okay, great. So tell us a little bit about your services as far as being a health coach. And then I know you have an Etsy shop. And just tell us a little bit of how we can utilize your services.
Yeah, so what I do some coaching and education and help people in those ways to teach them about what they can do to improve their health through eating, natural remedies, things like that. On my Etsy page, I have blends of different herbs and teas, as
Mhm.
well as herbs and tonics and tinctures, because you can get the benefits of an herb through drinking it, eating it, like spices, like culinary spices, as
Mm.
well as lotions through your
Mm.
skin. You can have,
Nice.
soaking it with a bath. So I
Uh-huh.
have different items like that on my Etsy store. And I also have a website that goes into the personal coaching that I do. And it also offers different testing, because if you want a mineral analysis to see, are you lacking in vitamins? Do you have too much of a heavy metal in your body that's causing your problems? You're able to go
Oh.
in there and sign up for that as well.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I will definitely link Janet's contact information as well as her Etsy shop in the comments, so that way you can have that and you can reach out to her. Thanks so much, Janet, for being here today and talking with us about how to stay healthy on vacation. So just to recap, we talked about probiotics. You need those. We talked about vitamins and supplements, and Janet recommends taking those a couple of days prior to your vacation, correct? And then
Yes.
downtime. Did we talk about downtime? Is that important? We talked a little bit about
Yes.
downtime. So finding that downtime on your vacation, I know that sometimes you can get out there and you feel like, I've paid for it, I've got to do it all. But if you don't have that downtime, part of going on vacation is to rejuvenate and to have that reset, to recharge. So we talked a little bit about that. Exercise is important on vacation, but as Janet recommended, if you haven't been exercising before vacation, you might be lured into that fitness center, but don't cause an injury. So be sure to go easy on that. And then your number one way to stay healthy on vacation, which I loved and I actually really enjoyed hearing about, is being mindful. And being mindful of your environment and being mindful of yourself, of what you're eating. Be aware of your environment and your body. So thanks so much, Janet. Really appreciate it. Any last words you want to leave us with?
No, I'm looking forward to, if anybody has questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me via the email or the or the phone number that I'll be putting there for texting. So
Mhm.
just reach out to me and I'm happy to give you some tips and advice.
Excellent. Thanks so much. And then to everyone out there, have a great vacation. Be healthy. Take care.